kept knocking 15 minutes. And he opened up the door and the girl was there. Emmanuel didn't feel remorse for anything. Who does that?
You all know that in every story there is always a two or more sides to it. That's why I didn't want to make any reaction video not until I've heard Emmanuel's side of the story, so that I can place my judgment very well, okay? And fams, after watching that particular episode, I was so short of words. Like Oliemon, I didn't even know what to say again. From Emmanuel's facial expression down to, his tone of voice and all that he was saying, it was so evident that he was practically lying. Again, there was no consistency of any sort in his storyline. He said that he was sleeping when he heard a knock on the door, and he didn't even know that it was Liquorose that was knocking on the door. But Liquorose said that she was chatting Emmanuel, okay, and he was replying her chats. And she even told him that, guy, I'm coming to your room. And when she arrived at the door, she didn't knock as Emmanuel said. She said she used the bell, okay? And she stood there for almost 15 minutes waiting for Emmanuel to come and open the door. Emmanuel kept her waiting for that long. Doing what exactly? They didn't need to board the flight just to come and open the door. Fams, was that not a height, as in the height of disrespect? Even if nothing was going on, as a lady, what's the first thing that will come to your mind? Exactly. And she said she walked out of the door and expecting her so-called boyfriend to go after her, but he didn't. One thing is sure, Liquorose is not desperate. She even explained why she involved herself in the relationship in the first place was because Emmanuel was the first, male housemate then to walk up to her and tell her that he loved her. And she said, okay, let's explore and see how it's going to be. And eventually she genuinely fell in love with Emmanuel. And guys, we that were watching from the outside will tell you that 90% of the energy, the love, the care, the attention, and everything involved in a relationship was coming from Liquorose, whereas barely 10% was coming from Emmanuel. And even some of the ex-housemates attested to the fact that Emmanuel didn't actually love Liquorose, and most of them thought that Emmanuel was playing his games, one of his strategies, and it obviously, helped him, because you all know that Liquorose already had a fan base outside before entering the Bbnaija house, and associating himself with Liquorose also helped boost his chances of staying in the house. Almost he was among the 6th finalists, right? So let's just say that both of them played their game well and entertained the viewers and gave them exactly what they were looking for. Most viewers love ships, and he won't tell them who or who not to ship. They obviously shipped Rose, and they decided to give them a content around it in the house and even outside the house. But the height of it was that even when Emmanuel and Liquorose were no longer together, Liquorose made it known that there was a time they came for one particular show like that, and she practically avoided Emmanuel that day. But Emmanuel went as far as snapping another person's car that looks like Licorose's car, and posted it. And people were like, still thinking that both of them came to that show together and that they were still an Emmanuel ship then, but obviously both of them have splitted. Can you imagine that? You guys, I think I've talked too much without even introducing myself. My bad. My name is Lizzie. In case you're new here, you're welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always tuning in to watch my videos. So guys, before we continue, as always, please make sure to click on the like button. Please like this video. Thank you so much. So guys, you all know that a relationship that lacks communication automatically dies off, okay? And you all know that even if there is love, like bountiful of love in a relationship, but that relationship lacks communication, there is every possibility that it's going to die off, okay? Love is not always enough, and once the communication barrier is there, trust issues are bound to set in, insecurities comes in, and it's bound to collapse. These two people, Liquorose and Emmanuel, they know the kind of job they do. They know that they're into showbiz, and that requires them to be open and truthful about whatever movement they make or whatever thing that they want to do. You need to be open to your partner to know exactly what you're doing, so it would reduce the chances of misinterpretation and all that. So assuming that Emmanuel told Liquorose, assuming there was like that communication still there, Emmanuel would have told Liquorose that I met a friend here in Dubai and she wants to come over and all that, and him wasting time at the door wouldn't have even been called for. Like, it wouldn't have been an issue, because see, once you are open to your partner, once you're truthful to your partner, it will even reduce the stress of lying. You get that? It will reduce the stress on you. The whole mucho things that you'll be doing, it will reduce it to the barest minimum, because the person that you are involved in a relationship understands you and knows as in your next step. Okay, and I think that was where the whole thing went wrong. Communication between these two people, they lacked it, and it affected their relationship so bad. Again, in a relationship where the love is one-sided, it tends to get boring, okay, on the person that is giving the love, and also tiring on the person that is trying to pretend that, okay, let's see how the thing is going, and he keeps leading you on and on and on and on, assuming that you defined your relationship in the first place, that you know that you don't love this person. Tell the person that it's not going to work out, instead of wasting the person's time and leading her on and on and on, and after everything you now come and disappoint her, telling her that you're not ready for any commitment. It's heartbreaking, okay? And I think there was another thing that affected their relationship. The love was like one-sided, from my own opinion. So they were now looking for excuses or just the slightest opportunity for them to break up, and they saw it, that Dubai till and that taking Sasuke out on a date was just enough for them to call off the relationship. Anyways, before I leave, let's take a comment from one of the Emirates. I think this was in one of their group chats. He said, "I just believe he should have just said, I can't justify my actions. All I say is I'm sorry. I know I effed up and I hurt you. Please find a place in your heart to forgive me." The explanations he gave made things worse. Please, Iman's team should have prepared well for this. This can also affect his brand. When you are being dragged negatively, it could affect your brand for a while or for a very long time. And this is actually true. Okay, when you're trending negatively, it tends to affect your brand in one way or the other. It doesn't hurt or take anything away from you when you say I'm sorry. Just like Sasuke, Angel, and Beatrice apologized to Liquorose, and they moved on. Emmanuel would have just used that one stone and killed two birds. You get what I mean? And everything would just die down like that. So now I ask you, do you think Emmanuel deserved Liquorose and vice versa? Let's have a conversation in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, okay? The show continues next week. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell if you're yet to do so you won't miss any updates, okay? And I'll see you guys in my next one. Until then, keep staying safe and out of trouble, okay? Bye bye.